you have any stories with the wedding? One of the guys that was like there, I didn't know, like he's like a friend of like the groom. He like asked like what I do, and I was like, yeah, I'm like streaming or whatever. And then he asked if I knew Jay Schlatt. I was like, yeah, funny enough, like I do know Jay Schlatt. Like he's like one of my best friends. He asked you to introduce him? No, but it did get like weird after, because then we like I was worried this would happen at this traditional Christian wedding, because then it devolved into a bit of like a religious debate. Because he was like, immediately after this conversation ends and I'm eating like my mac and cheese, he's like, so what's your relationship with Christ like? I was like, oh, like I mean, I would say it's like evolved over the years, like, you know, like I've met a lot of different people of different like faiths and backgrounds, and like, you know, I think I'm kind of agnostic to like, you know, people's, I think there's like a path to a good sense of morality with spirituality that doesn't have to necessarily be like with what I was raised with. Like I gave a very nuanced answer, and then his response, he was just like kind of like nodding, and he goes like, yeah, well, I think Christ is the only way to salvation. I was like, okay, I mean, that's fine. Like, I don't have like a problem with that. Like, that's okay. Like, we don't need to like get into it. And then like, I don't remember like what I said after that. I said something like what I just said. Like, we don't need to like it. I was like, all right. And then he was like, dude, like some of my favorite conversations with like anybody are like my conversations with Muslims. And I was like, really? Like, those are your favorite conversations? Like, considering that like you think that like they're gonna like burn in hell.
Even the mighty need to
I
sleep.
was like, that's a interesting like perspective, I guess. Like, all right, he meant well, I think. Average Jay Schlatt viewer. Yeah, he was a nice guy.
I can buy something.
Don't, you know, I didn't have an issue myself. He's gonna be so smug from heaven while we all burned. Yeah, atheists be like, guess I was wrong. It's gonna be so awkward post-rap. No, that's gonna be awkward as fuck though, when like all the Christians get taken up to heaven and we're just still here. Especially when there are fuckers around you that were like, I'm Christian, and they weren't taken. Like, they got some explaining to do, bro. Hey, like, you're on the hot seat.